It's just past 11:40 p.m. A quiet residential street in Nevada. Porch lights flicker. A dog barks once, then silence. The kind of night where the world feels paused. But Officer Ramirez isn't relaxed. He's been patrolling this neighborhood for years, and tonight something feels off. Then he spots him. A man walking alone on the sidewalk. Mid to late 20s, hoodie pulled tight, walking with purpose, but also tension. One hand in his pocket. The other loosely holding something long and dark. Ramirez slows the cruiser. His headlights wash over the man. That's when he sees it clearly. A crowbar. Not slung casually like a tool. Gripped like it's ready to be used. The officer calls it in. Code 6. Male subject, crowbar in hand. Possibly casing properties. Gonna make contact. He turns the spotlight on. Rolls down his window. Evening, sir, mind stopping for a sec? The man freezes mid-step. No greeting. No wave. Just a flick of the eyes, and then, he runs. Suddenly, the quiet night explodes into motion. The man darts between parked cars. The officer throws the cruiser into drive and gives chase, headlights bouncing as he follows down the street. Foot pursuit. Suspect running eastbound. Black hoodie, jeans, armed with a crowbar. Ramirez jumps out, chasing on foot now. His boots slam the pavement. His flashlight beam dances wildly. The suspect jumps a low fence and disappears behind a backyard. Another unit hears the call. Officer Daniel swings around the next block, catching a glimpse of the suspect through a narrow alley. He cuts his engine. Listens. Footsteps. Heavy breathing. The man bursts from a side yard. Daniel steps out. Police. Drop it now. But the suspect keeps moving. The crowbar swings slightly as he runs, like a pendulum of bad intent. Daniel follows, staying wide, radio crackling. By now, 3 units are in the area. The suspect cuts through a narrow gap between houses, tries a back gate. Locked. He yanks hard, furious. Ramirez corners in from the left. Daniels from the right. Put it down and get on the ground. The man steps back, cornered, eyes flashing in the dark. I didn't do anything, he yells. But he's still gripping the crowbar. The officer's flashlights pin him in place. The shadows around him vanish. He glances left, then right, no way out. Then he raises the crowbar slightly. Just enough to make everyone nervous. Last warning. Ramirez calls out. Then, a flinch. Daniels fires his taser. ZZZZT. The prongs hit. The man locks up mid-motion and drops hard, the crowbar clanging beside him. Ramirez rushes in. So does a third officer from the back. But as they reach him, the suspect tries to roll, kicking out with his legs. He's not done. They wrestle with him on the ground, hands flailing, the man spitting curses, trying to buck out from under them. It takes 3 sets of arms and 2 full minutes before the cuffs click into place. Ramirez breathes heavily, standing over the suspect. Why run, he mutters. Why always run? He looks down at the crowbar. Solid, heavy, slightly rusted. The kind of tool meant for breaking something open. And now it's evidence. They pull the suspect to his feet. His hoodie's half torn, one shoe missing. He stares back at them, not panicked anymore, just cold. Like he knows this game. And maybe has played it before. As the cruiser door slams shut, Officer Ramirez looks around the neighborhood. 3 fences damaged. 1 back gate broken. No houses hit yet, but he was close. Too close. And tonight, the crowbar wasn't just a tool. It was a threat. At the station, the man sits in the back of the patrol car. Sweat clings to his face. His breathing is steady now, but his eyes stay sharp. Watching everything. Officer Ramirez shuts the door and walks around to the front. He doesn't say much. Just leans on the hood of the cruiser and exhales. Inside, Officer Daniel starts typing the initial report. They've done this before, hundreds of stops, arrests, foot pursuits. But each one is different. Each one has a split-second decision that could change lives. And this one? It almost did. They start processing. Name, Caleb R. Mendez. Age, 27. Charges on file? Oh yes. 3 priors, attempted burglary, resisting arrest, possession of burglary tools. 2 years probation. Out of jail 6 months. Ramirez reviews the footage from his body cam. Every second replays clearly, the moment the crowbar came into view. The suspect's glance. The run. the taser, the fight on the ground. It all happened in under 4 minutes. But the consequences could last years. In the evidence bag now, one 24-inch crowbar, a black flashlight, a lockpick, a pair of thin gloves, one torn backpack with a folded ski mask inside. Daniels raises an eyebrow. Ski mask in July? Ramirez nods. Doesn't exactly scream innocent jogger. Meanwhile, a call comes in from a nearby homeowner. Her side gate was broken. Someone tried to wrench it open, crowbar marks on the latch. She didn't see anything, but her dog was barking nonstop around 11:30. The timeline fits perfectly. The DA doesn't need much more. Charges are filed before sunrise: attempted burglary, possession of burglary tools, resisting arrest, probation violation, 4 charges. 2 felonies. Ramirez walks back to the car. He opens the rear door, crouches slightly, and looks the man in the eyes. You could have talked to me, you know. You didn't have to run. You didn't have to fight. Caleb doesn't answer. Just stares. Finally, he says, you would have run too, if you were me. Ramirez doesn't respond. Because maybe he's right. Or maybe it's just another excuse in a long string of choices that led to this moment. But the facts are facts: he had tools. He ran. He resisted. He fought. And he lost. As the sun rises, Ramirez finishes the report. He notes the officers involved, the use of force, the recovery of evidence, the timeline, the suspect's words, the homeowner's statement. It's clean, tight, precise. Exactly how a report should be when your job is being watched from every angle. Later that week, the video goes viral, at least locally. Clips of the taser deployment. The moment the crowbar drops. The final takedown. Social media is divided, as always. Some say the officers were too aggressive. Others say they showed restraint. But the truth sits somewhere in between. What no one can deny is the risk. One crowbar. One bad call. And this could have ended with someone in a hospital, or worse. Ramirez watches the footage one last time before logging off. He doesn't see a thug. He doesn't see a victim. He sees a person who made choices, and forced others to make harder ones in response. As for Caleb, he's held without bail. Because sometimes, the justice system doesn't care about the story you tell. Only the one you created.